this is Nate Voices and I'm back with another video. I just wanted to share how I'm finding my soul family. So this is just a couple of things I notice when I find someone I resonate with and are part of my soul family, or is part of my soul family. First, I start to feel it in my heart space. My heart chakra will kind of get this warm, swirly, watery-ish feeling. And it's just like I start to feel like I gravitate towards them. A lot of people don't surprise me. But when I interact with one of my soul family members, I notice that we get very personal very quickly, and I don't open up to people fast. That's just not my thing. It takes a bit of time for me to come out of my shell. Moon in Cancer. So you know how that goes. And yeah, and I noticed too, second thing is that they have similar experiences of growing up to me, and birth charts. A lot of your soul family will have a similar zodiac sign to you, whether that be in their moon, rising, or sun, or even in Venus, either in some specific planets or houses. So that's like my third confirmation of how I know that's not accurate all the time, but in cases where you're feeling the instant connection, when you're feeling the magnetic kind of pull, then I would be like, what's your sign? What's your chart look like? And then I'll confirm all of what I'm feeling with that as well. And I've been meeting oh my gosh, like my way of talk and speech has been like, I don't know, lately. Well, anyways, but yeah, I've been meeting some of my soul family, and this is my personal experience of how I met them is through those things I listed out to you guys. Now remember to use your intuition always. Remember to listen to your heart space. Use that to navigate how you feel about things. And if it doesn't feel right, it doesn't resonate, then it doesn't resonate. But if it does, then maybe you try to explore that with that person and see if you guys get along. And it also matters if people are developed or they're underdeveloped. So just because someone's part of your soul family does not mean you guys will instantly be best friends forever, or lovers or anything like that. It is all about timing, and it is all about choices too. People still have their free will. So just because you guys are a part of your soul family doesn't mean you guys have to sit there and talk to each other or be super close to each other. Like, everybody has that in their own time. Like, if you meet them, awesome, but don't force that connection. Let it grow in itself, because then it will be natural. Then it will flow the way it needs to. Then the connection can be real because it's not forced, So that's how I've been finding my soul family. And I noticed that most of my soul family has Virgo placements, and I'm a Virgo sun, and yeah, I'm a Virgo sun, Capricorn rising. But I noticed that people that are Virgos I connect with very deeply, especially if they're developed or on their way to being developed. Yes, if they're on their way to being developed, I noticed that a lot of my soul family has Virgo in their chart, or Virgo signs themselves. And I feel like for whatever reason, Virgos are a rarity. Like, I feel like we're just very rare. Like, you don't meet a lot of Virgos. And if you've met a lot of Virgos, maybe you have a lot of experience with Virgos. I don't know, but I just know for me personally, I don't meet a lot of Virgos, and if I do, they're not developed, so I can't necessarily hold the same kind of like vibration with them, and it'd be like a high buy kind of thing. But the Virgos I have met in my lifetime right now have just been like this. We've been through the same stuff. Like, I could talk to them for days about what I've been through. And also too, like, when I meet just certain people, first I'm just gonna say this and then I'll say the other thing I was gonna say. But when I meet certain people, I can also hear pitches in their frequency, and I can hear like if our frequency is compatible. It's called, all the abilities that I've been naming off to you guys, that I have personally, is claircognizance, clairaudience, and clairvoyance. So that means, you know, clairvoyance means you have the power to see beyond the light spectrum, which means you're working a lot with your third eye energy, which is all about truth, which is all about as is, not how we want it to be, but as is. So when I'm with people, I can see like certain pictures, like certain like visuals. It could be like a shape, or it could be like even like their own childhood memories, you know, or like it could be like past life stuff that I see in people. It just depends on who they are. Or I can hear their pitch, their frequency. So like I'll hear like it depends on what kind of person it is and what stage they're at in their life. And I'm naturally observant, so I can gauge if like they're there or not there. And two, you can also just feel when someone's consciousness is here or here or here, you know. And yeah, so I also noticed that like if they're like part of my soul family, I'll hear high pitches like, and it'll stay like that for a while. Or my ears sometimes can get like, not numb, but it can go like this quiet, muffled, like deaf kind of feeling, you know. And I don't have any problems medically that involves being deaf or schizophrenic or anything like that. These are just gifts that I've learned about myself and that I have always had since I was like a child. I just didn't understand them because I was young and I was scared and I just didn't know what was going on. And then I asked all my other little kid friends and they were like, no, that's not happening to me. And I'm like, what do you mean? I'm a little kid, you're a little kid, why are we not experiencing the same thing? You know, I was really confused. So I was like, what do you mean you're not going through that? So I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna like ignore it, shut all this shit out because it doesn't make sense. But now that I've gotten older, I'm just like, I know what that is and it's not bad. But yeah, I'll hear that. Or claircognizance, that is the ability to just know. You know how some people be like I got a bad feeling about this. Or yeah, clairsentience, that's also called clairsentience and claircognizance. So claircognizance is the ability to just know. They be like, they'll most people with claircognizance will say things like, I knew you were gonna call me. That's very common, and that's also a telepathic ability. But specifically, we're talking about claircognizance. They'll be like, I knew you were gonna call me. They're like, girl, how you know that? Like, I'm all the way in this country. How you know I was gonna call you? Like, I just know. Like, I got that feeling. And that's why I say claircognizance and clairsentience, because they're like back to back. Claircognizance and sentience are like both kind of like they work with feelings. But I said claircognizance because it works with your cognizance is your mind. So, you know, it's the ability to know. So that's your mind. But clairsentience is also the ability to feel. Like when some people go to certain areas, they're like, something don't feel right, or like don't go over there, like don't do this day, like don't, you know. That's why I said claircognizance and clairsentience is like back to back. But yeah, so I'll get like a certain feeling. Sometimes my chest will get warm, or my ears will get warm, or my hands will get warm. I didn't even know that the hands thing was a thing until like I went to meet one of my soul family, and they were like, you know, let me see your hands. And I was like, okay. So I went like that, and instantly my palms started heating up, and they were like, that's how I know, like, I know. And I was like, girl, that's a good one to keep out too, because I didn't even know that. So let me see your palms. Next time I'm gonna be asking certain people, like, don't be surprised if let me see your hand. But yeah, these are just different abilities that I have, and also that you could have, and many others have. We come here with many different abilities because we are masters in our own right, and we have mastered different things. But yes, this is how I have met my soul family. And you know, subscribe, comment, like, and share your experiences in the comments down below. Like I said, subscribing helps our channel out a lot. Liking distributes our videos everywhere. Commenting gets more attention brought to the channel. So if you have an experience of meeting one of your soul families, drop it down in the comments below. I don't care if it's a whole freaking paragraph. I'm gonna read that ish. I'm gonna read it because I want to know, and I love learning, and I love knowing. So feel free to drop those experiences in the comments, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye.